Out tonight for the 6th annual Jazz School Middle School Invitational. My name is Keith Johnson. I am the director of the Young Musicians Program here at the Jazz School, and we have a great concert for you this evening featuring 3 of the Bay Area's top middle school jazz programs. So we'd like to go ahead and get things going with our first group of the evening under the direction of Mr. Paul Yamamura. This is the Hoover Middle School Jazz Band.
Good evening. This is the first time actually for us playing a night over here because Keith has done this as a Sunday afternoon concert, and we did, I think, number 3 and number 4 here. We missed last year because we couldn't get fit in the schedule. And this is our first Friday night at Berkeley, so it's a different experience for my band. I'm a little nervous about it too because you all are right on top of them. We just did our concert last night at Hoover, and we have a large auditorium there, and so they're used to being up on stage and not even seeing much of the audience. So I keep telling them, don't worry about it, because every year we brought the band over here. It's been a lot of fun. So I'll introduce the first number, and then we'll go for the second and third. We're going to do something a little different with those two tonight, and we're just going to see what happens. But the first number is an old thing by Tito Puente, the great late timbale/vibraphone Latin band leader, the Mambo King of New York. Became a big hit by Santana, of course. All of you know this if you heard the recording back in the late 1960s, early 1970s. And it's going to feature this wonderful young man who actually plays trumpet for me in symphonic band. He's going to play a vibraphone solo. Esther Park actually plays in our orchestra program. She's the first violinist, the concert mistress in that group, and she's also a very fine piano player. And I finally got her to start soloing. Now I can't get her to stop soloing, which is a good thing. And the third one, this kid started from scratch at the beginning of the year, and I told him, go find yourself a good teacher. He obviously did. Harrison Linder on guitar has just gone from here to there, and it's pretty amazing. I haven't seen a musician make this kind of progress in a year. And he also plays baritone horn for me in the intermediate band. Looking forward to having him in the symphonic band next year. So anyway, this is Tito Puente's nice little cha-cha. Oye, como va? All right, here we go. next department on piano. It's nice that Keith picks out a variety of bands too. This is an extracurricular band. It's not part of the day program. We meet twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. So we didn't meet today. And actually, well, I made it into school. I had to actually go home. I had a little knee accident on BART. You know those things when you put the clipper card down, gate doesn't open, so you go to the next one. Suddenly it flew open just as I was getting ready to go to the next one. Changed directions too fast. Blew something in the back of the knee there. So I'm running on one bad wheel here, but I'm glad to be here. I told him, I said, if they have to bring me in a wheelchair, I'll be here. Because I live in Berkeley, so. But this band's from San Francisco. And so I thank Keith for letting us crash the party over here for the East Bay. And also gives my kids a chance to see where I grew up, because I'm born and raised here in Berkeley. So now the next two numbers we're going to do are going to be run together. One is a little head arrangement I did on Blues March, which has been written by Benny Golson. It was recorded by Art Blakey's Jazz Messengers. And it really is a blues and it is a march. And it's going to segue after some solos. I think, what was the order again? Let's see, trumpets. Nika Benzine is the gentleman with the black shirt, and Jane of Wands, the nice young lady with the black vest on. Something about her black shirt getting eaten in the laundry. Well, we did have a concert last night. It wouldn't do for her to wear the same shirt twice. So, and then after that, let's see, we have another live solo from Nick, and then we have another guitar solo from Harrison, and then we're going to segue into a little sketch I came up with. There was a very influential album in the late 60s called In a Silent Way by Miles Davis, and I took one of the tunes off there, and it's really not very much. It's only about 16 bars. And the arrangement comes out differently every time we do it because it's all done with hand signals for me, which is kind of how Miles did it. And I got the medley idea from the fact that Miles used to do sets during that time with his electric band where they would do 1 hour and you'd hear every one of his newer tunes plus some of the older things he used to do way back in the day, interwoven this whole thing. It'd just go from one tune to the next. So that's what we're going to try and do tonight. The tune is called It's About That Time, and it's going to be a pretty rousing finish. And that's going to feature... Nika gets to play Miles Davis's part on that. There was a band called Mahavishnu Orchestra that featured an electric violin, and Esther is going to show that off. One day she came and said, you know, my dad just bought this for me. And I said, okay, let's see what it sounds like when you play it in band. And she tore the strings off the first time we did it, so I figured, okay, that has to be in the act. And then finally, John McLaughlin's part from the In a Silent Way session, we played once again by Harrison Linder. And so we hope you enjoy these last two tunes. They are going to be a direct segue, so, and you'll know the difference when you hear it, because they're two distinctly different feels. And I want to thank Mr. Keith Johnson and Susan Muscarella, who I've known for far longer than either of us cares to admit. We are longtime friends, Susan, not old friends. And it's nice to see Rita here with her band, and I've met the director of the other band as well. Actually, you're kind of a neighbor of mine, aren't you? We kind of live in the same neighborhood, so I'm looking forward to hearing your fine band, too. And hope we're getting you off to a good start here. One, two, one, two, three, four. guitar, violin, Eva trumpet, Harrison Mender, guitar. I'm glad you like that one because one of our jazz festival judges hated it. He penalized us 15 points below the next highest score we got, so it's just the way it goes. That's all right. I think we're a lot better now, too. So, actually, one of our judges back there who was actually quite generous to us, Mr. Brown, hope you enjoyed tonight's rendition. It's come a long way, hasn't it? Okay, let's get out of here, guys, because we've got another band to get on.